Welcome back to NarcDojo, and here is a space where we expose hidden truths and help you to master your energy. Today's video is a powerful breakdown of pathological narcissism, the reptilian brain, and how this all ties into their level of consciousness. And once you understand this, you will see exactly why pathological narcissists operate the way they do and why we must rise above it. Let's go ahead and dive into today's lesson. First, who exactly is a pathological narcissist? Know that a pathological narcissist is not just someone who is confident or enjoys attention. This actually goes far deeper because a pathology is a study of diseases. It's the study of patterned dysfunctional behavior. Hence, know that pathological narcissism sits on the cluster B spectrum of personality disorders and is defined by an extreme rigid pattern of self-centeredness, entitlement, and a lack of empathy. Hence, understand that you're dealing with individuals that construct a false self. And this is a mask of charm, success, or even victimhood. And they do this to manipulate others into giving them admiration, control, or resources. And these resources could be physical or non-physical. So understand that if you are dealing with a pathological narcissist, these individuals want to be on your team. TEAM. They want your time, they want your energy, they want your attention, and oftentimes they want your money. So know that underneath their mask lies deep insecurities, deep emotional immaturity, and oftentimes unprocessed childhood wounds. And these unprocessed childhood wounds manifested itself in a type of arrested development. And to understand that you're dealing with permanent short bus riders. So know that when we are talking about pathological narcissism here, you are dealing with people that want you for supply, and they will objectify you and others to get this supply. And this again is the attention and the energy and the validation that they are receiving from others. Hence, they will exploit, they will deceive, and they will discard, often without remorse, because their need for control and validation becomes parasitic. And oftentimes you will see that if you hang around these people, they will drain the life force energy out of you because you are dealing with an energy vampire. Hence, in short, understand that despite appearing human at a physical level, life is spiritual. So understand that you are dealing with a predatory personality in a disguise. They will feed off your energy, your emotions, and your loyalty while giving you little, if anything, back. Next, let's talk about Narcissus. Understand that Narcissus in Greek mythology, which is actually where this term comes from, Narcissus was a beautiful young man who became so obsessed with his own reflection in the water that he actually wasted away. When you read the story of Narcissus, you will see where they tell you that Narcissus fell into the pool or fell into the pond and he drowned. Maybe he tried to reach over to hug himself, or he reached over to try to kiss himself. And this story, this mythology, this mythos was a warning of the dangers of self-absorption, illusion, and the inability to connect with reality. Similarly, if we took a look at this from the perspective of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, things get even clearer. Understand that Maslow explained that humans have different levels of needs starting from basic survival. And basic survival here means food, water, safety, and shelter. Then moving up to love, belonging, and esteem. And finally, as you move up, you will see where you find self-actualization at the top. Now, Pathological narcissist, much like Narcissus himself, got stuck at the lower tiers of the pyramid. Keyword stuck, keyword stuck. Hence, understand that these individuals are in survival mode. They are fixated on survival, image, and ego validation. They rarely reach genuine love and belonging because relationships are tools for supply. And they certainly don't touch self-actualization because their growth is stunted by the constant loop of self-obsession or self-absorption. Meanwhile, for healthy people, the goal is to move higher. We are here to grow. We are here to expand. We are here to find real connection. We are here to find our authentic self-worth and our purpose. However, being entangled with a pathological narcissist will keep you trapped at the lower levels, focusing on survival, constant fear, and trying to earn their validation. Just like Narcissus from Greek mythology, staring at his reflection, know that pathological narcissists then stay frozen in that low place. So know that while you lose years of your life waiting for them to change, they cannot change because they have arrested development. Let's go ahead and dive into pathological narcissism and the reptilian brain connection. Know that the reptilian brain is the most ancient part of the human brain, and this is wired for, guess, survival. It is wired for survival, fight, flight, feeding, and reproduction. So know that the reptilian brain has no capacity for empathy, morality, or higher reasoning. Again, pathological narcissism is a type of arrested development. Hence, understand that they are stuck in this survival-based mode. While healthy individuals can evolve into their limbic brain, and the limbic brain is responsible for emotions and bonding, or understand that healthy individuals have access to their frontal lobe. This is the neocortex, and the neocortex is responsible for logic, morality, and creativity. The narcissist brain doesn't really have this because they did not develop to that level. What you will see is that they remain dominated by primitive instincts, just like a caveman. So they will hoard resources, manipulate others, and again, they see relationships only as a means of survival and power. So think of it like this. Imagine you are in a partnership with a narcissist and you get sick. Instead of nurturing you, their reptilian brain actually sees you as weak. They see you as a liability. Hence, you will see where oftentimes these individuals may abandon you, they may cheat on you, or they may just exploit your illness for the sympathy from others. Again, this is not love. That is their survival instincts disguised as a relationship, because you cannot get love from a crocodile simply because a crocodile does not have love to give to you. Now, let's go ahead and tie this into the level of consciousness that they operate at. Understand that at the bottom of the consciousness ladder is where you'll find low-level emotions like shame, guilt, apathy, fear, anger, or pride. And these are very destructive. These are energy-draining states, and pathological narcissists are rooted in their shame and they're unable to move past their pride. And pride comes right before the fall, and they'll fall right back down to shame. Remember, Narcissus drowned. He fell to his demise, because if you don't go up on the consciousness ladder, you will go down. So meanwhile, growth happens when you rise to courage, acceptance, reason, love, and joy, Pathological narcissists do not have access to these higher level vibrations. Hence, when you're in a relationship with a pathological narcissist, they will constantly pull you down into those lower levels, feeding on your energy. And this is why breaking free is not just psychological, it is spiritual ascension. I know that if you are ready to rise up the scale and stop being drained by narcissistic dynamics, I invite you to join the Master Your Energy class or book a one-on-one clarity call. So whether in one-on-one format or in a class format, I'll help you directly to move out of survival mode, break these trauma bonds, and step into your higher consciousness. All of the links for these are down in the description section or check the pinned comment on this video. In a nutshell, understand that pathological narcissists operate from their reptilian brain and live trapped in the lower rungs of consciousness. You cannot help a prideful personality because a prideful personality is perfect, and perfect people don't need to change. Hence, these perfect personalities do not grow. Hence, understand that you are dealing with someone that regresses. They get worse with time. That is why oftentimes on the channel you hear me state that they age like milk. They curdle. They do not age like wine. They do not get better with time. And this is why you cannot stay there with them. You should not stay at the bottom of the consciousness ladder because you are here to grow. So know that you can rise higher and you can break free. And you do this by getting the courage to walk away, stay away, and heal. If this message resonated with you, ensure that you click like and subscribe for more insights just like this, and go ahead and share this video with someone who you think needs clarity. Remember, at NarcDojo, we don't just survive toxic people, we transcend them and attract and align with healthy and wholesome individuals. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you in the next video.